Here we go. Iowa is on fire. We're burning powder midday, burning CRP in the afternoons. Check it out right now on Turkey Season 2.
There goes Matthew and Austin. Man, they are great guys, aren't they?
They absolutely are.
Heading back to Alabama. They're going to hunt down there this morning, or tomorrow morning rather. Not this morning. We're going to go hunting this morning.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, we're gonna go to one of our favorite spots, Hot Corner.
Hot corner. Hot and cold though sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes it works great. Sometimes we get out of there pretty early.
Here's what I think. I think Perry should be with you
Okay.
up front so that he's got a camera.
Yep.
And not calling.
You know what, mister? Why don't you film? And I'll call.
Give us one point of view camera and you guys take the rest and
Yep.
do your thing.
Yep.
See what we can do.
Bam.
Bam! Timber, baby, timber!
Good job, dog.
Got it.
Come on, Gomez.
Hey.
Man, we get so excited for pretty weather days like this. It's clear, about 40 degrees, light little dew, and no wind today. We might do some burning later. See how our turkey morning goes, but we might go burn a piece or two today. Make it happen, boys. Do we have the boss head? I got it on my back. Let's go. We got everything good. Yeah. Ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Oh, we're in the catbird seat here, buddy. Coon Dog and I are about 10 yards behind Perry and Wade. You know, it's change paces here. We sat for the morning roost hunt. Now we're gonna go put our boots on the ground, these muddy boots on the ground, and go find some turkeys. Let's go. There's our bird. There's one distant, one close. We had two different types of hunt here. We hunted the roost. They didn't cooperate. There was a bunch of birds, but just didn't cooperate. We just struck this bird on a farm that we haven't killed one off of in a long time. We just don't come here, but we're gonna burn it later today, so we better get him killed. We are gonna burn this farm. Go down here and see if we can get this bird killed, then we'll get the torches out and light this farm up. That's the far one, isn't it? Yes. There's one consistent thing in turkey hunting. When you get a turkey mid-morning gobbling on his own real hard and you go to him and call, you'll shut him up 90% of the time. And that's no joke.
This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by HHA Sports, leading the industry in single pin technology for the past 14 years. Range, dial, shoot. Sometimes when you're out in the open, your call doesn't go very far. You get in these woods and it literally is like a transportal to get your sound into the bird. We deal with it all the time up here, whether it's wind or not. Out there in the open, it's much more difficult to get a strike than when you get in with them. Came up and now he's back down. Well, he came down the logging road and I don't know what happened, but we were right in line with the decoy, but he was through a bunch of brush and everything, so I don't know what he saw, but he saw something that didn't like it. Last time I heard these turkeys gobble, they were like down in this little hole over here. Beautiful little green field here we're gonna sneak up to. Perfect cedar to set by. Put this boss head prototype. You guys wanna get set up? I'll put her right. Mark's putting the decoy out.
thought we heard them gobble just over this hill, probably 100, 150 yards. We'll see. They go. Yeah. They're coming. They're all slicked up too.
Beautiful.
That was fun.
Beautiful, baby. Yeah. Heck yeah. How pretty was that?
That was awesome. We got with them and they finally was coming to that nice soft yelp.
Whew. We struck them down there, finally got with them, and here they come right into this corner.
Just had to get with them. Here it is, midday, and had to get with them. That was
Boom.
fun.
Was it
Awesome.
a pair?
Yeah, a pair of them. So
Dog. Mark. Hey, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
and you can see, looks like they finally got the farm lit up. You can see it in the horizon over here.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That's the way we like it, boys.
Oh yeah. Yep, that was good stuff.
That was fun.
Beautiful turkey.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Nice work, man. Congratulations, Wade.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
That was awesome.
Woo! Farm is on fire behind me. We'll go check that out after we get a tag on this guy. There we go. What an awesome ending to the day here. You know, we had the boss hen out all day. We had her in tow. It's a new prototype in the works for Avian X. And she's brought in a couple different gobblers. That one right there in the timber, it was just a bit brushy for me to get a shot. But these two sucked right into her to 15, 20 yards. And the rest was history. Just an awesome day here. Toting around that boss hen. Just so much fun whenever they suck right into those decoys.
Let's go, boys. Time to burn.
They got a head start on it, so we'll catch up.
So we've got a variety of different goals in mind whenever we do a controlled burn. This particular farm is CRP, so Conservation Reserve, and within that particular program, there's a set aside time that they want you to come in and burn it. It's called mid-contract maintenance. So that's what we're going to do with this particular farm. It falls sometime between years 3 and 5. And so we're going to come in and get rid of all this cover that's been here 3 or 4 years. And I like to burn in the spring. And one of the reasons I like to do that is I like the cool season grass to already germinate, which you can see out here amongst the warm season grass. You've got cool season sprouts coming on. So we're gonna come in here, get a hot fire going, and then really set this cool season back, which allows this seed bed to then explode with warm season grasses. So the habitat here is gonna be deluxe. It's been in warm season grass now for probably close to 15 years. It's still a great stand, and it's going to get even better after we burn it. This will probably be the 4th time this has been burned since we planted it, and it's still doing very, very well. There's maintenance with everything, whether it be a clover field, a green field in the fall, or warm season grasses. You've got to get that old cover off of there and let that new seed bed explode.
Look how high that is.
You know, we're going to go check things out, and I talked about safety first when it comes to fire, and we do some small burns, but when it comes to a big project like this, I enlisted the help of some gentlemen out of Kansas City that are all firefighters, either retired or current. And this is what they do in their spare time. They do a lot of controlled burns. They know what they're doing. And we just feel safer having the right guys that know what they're doing in place on a big project like this.
Good after this day, that's for sure.
Well, and I talked about safety first, getting these guys to come up and help us, and they just know what they're doing. Back burning it, then, you know, lighting the front, and causing just unbelievable that they did the same thing here where the fire meets in the middle and it creates its own energy. It's pretty awesome. It's a big project, and I really appreciate those guys. They're very, very good at what they do.
Absolutely, it goes a long way with someone that has that much knowledge on fire.
Exactly.
Safety is key, and that's exactly why we're letting it be in their hands.
We're about finished with everything. We'll take some final drone shots once we get everything burned and show you the results. Hopefully show you some big bucks from here next fall.
Yeah, absolutely. Or maybe even a turkey on a burn.
Yeah, true. All right, rainy day here. We're not out hunting, and when we're not hunting, we're talking about hunting. And today we're going to visit with Paul about mouth calling and how's a guy go from beginning steps to getting really good sounds on a mouth call.
Well, first thing, Mark, you know, for a basic use of a mouth call, you want to get like a high front end to the call and then drop your jaws by saying the words kiyuk or chuck, 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 and you get the two-tone yelp of a hen turkey. And you're dropping your jaw. Basic yelps.
One thing I've always tried to tell people, like if you do the candle test, light a candle and start blowing. If you're blowing that candle out, you're probably putting too much air across the call.
Definitely.
The candle should just barely be moving and not blowing it out.
That's it.
If you're slobbering and spit's coming out, you're going to put it out with that too. So you don't want that either. All right, let's go through some basic sounds. You talked about the yelp. Cutting. And again, little to no air coming across. I've got a lot of tongue pressure up there and I'm going.
Very broken rhythm. There's nothing rhythmatic about a cut. It's just very broken. And then you could do your purrs, little soft, little seductive stuff. Just by rolling your throat a little bit. Some fighting purrs, a little more aggressive.
That's one way to purr. I use my tongue to purr.
Okay.
Got a little more aggressive there. Mm-hmm. And all I'm doing is, and again, with not much air.
And it's personal preference, whatever works best for you. So that's why you got to play with a mouth call. Keep it in your truck, your vehicle when you're riding around. Practice, practice, practice. You can't stress that enough.
You can't go wrong with a mouth call. And I think when you're working a turkey, a lot of times on the strike we'll use something friction-wise, whether it be windy day or whatever the reason, a box call or friction call. But for me, for killing a turkey, there's no substitution for a mouth call because you can put emotion in it. You can turn your sounds.
That's right.
You can use different mouth positions to get different sounds. Like
and your hands are free.
And your hands are free. All right. Consider calling out of the corner of your mouth.
More directional, yep.
Higher pitch, lower pitch, more air in your mouth.
Just like turkey vocabulary, these hen turkeys have different voice, and you can do that by changing it up. Just different calls, different calling position in your mouth. your
Give it
tongue.
a try. The main thing is practice, practice, practice.
Practice.
In front of your spouse. If you really want to go hunting, practice a lot in the house because they're going to tell you get out.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV is brought to you by Hunter Specialties.